Hi everyone! I decided to do my weekly video today while I'm in the hotel room this morning instead of at home, because at home it's crazy. In here we had a weekend with no dogs, no cats, no kids. It's been amazing. So the topic, of course, today's my first anniversary, so I'm just full of love and um, really excited about marriages. But the topic of my video this week is going to be how to have a successful marriage. You can take my advice, you cannot take my advice, totally up to you. Many of you know, many of you don't know, but Mike is my third husband, so I definitely know how to do things wrong. And I'm learning how to do things right. I've never been this in love before. I've never been this open and honest with someone. So I'm just going to share a few tips that I really found has really helped our marriage be successful. And I know we're only a year into it, but we have many more to come. So the first tip is to definitely make time for each other. We have regular date nights, and we also try to do a couple little getaways throughout the year, just to get away, recharge, connect with each other, not be distracted by anything. And our rules on date night are pretty simple. We don't use our phones at all. We talk to each other. Mike's really sweet. He opens the door for me and pulls out my chair, and we just make it really special. And we do, like, we'll check in or something, but we'll talk about what we're doing on our phone, and we don't sit there and, like, just scroll. Like, last night we were at our fancy dinner. It was really awesome. We got all dressed up and felt all fancy, so it was really cool. I've always wanted to do that, never have until last night, so that was really fun. But we, like, noticed that there was, like, a couple sitting by us, and they were literally at this, like, it could have been a totally romantic Saturday night dinner, but they were both staring at their phones, like, the entire time. Like, their food got delivered, and the guy was just staring at his phone still. He wasn't even, like, noticing or acknowledging the waiter. And we had an amazing waiter. We had, like, an awesome conversation with him. They were all, like, getting involved, like the manager and everything, like trying to find us, like, something awesome to do in Saginaw. It was really cute that they were going, like, beyond, up and above and beyond for us. It was awesome. Just talking to us about where we're from, and so we had an awesome conversation with the staff at the restaurant. We had an awesome conversation with each other, and that wouldn't have happened had we have been staring at our phones. We used to not have that rule, and it just, we started, like, noticing, like, the people around us and realizing that so many people just stare at their phones, and, like, we didn't want to be those people. We're taking the time out of our lives to have a date night with each other, to connect with each other, so we don't want to stare at our phones and connect with everyone else. So it's just a special time for us to do that. Also, one of my goals for September is making sure that I devote 30 minutes a day just to Mike. Like, literally, like, taking time out, listening to him, hearing about his day at work. That's really important also. And he takes the time out for me. Like, I love back rubs. I have this, like, back rub machine thing that's, like, warm, and, like, he'll do that for me, like, usually about once a week, or he'll, like, just give me a back rub or play with my hair, like, for hours. And that's just, like, things that I love, that he takes the time out of his life to do that for me. Another key to successful marriage is constant communication. Like, we text each other, like, literally, I don't even know, like, on a slow day, maybe, like, 30 times a day, like, back and forth. Like, on a day that we both have a lot of time to text, like, it could be in the hundreds. I mean, we just, like, text each other back and forth, like, all day long, like, even if it's just, like, a smiley face or something, like, that way we know that we're thinking of each other. It's just really awesome because it just feels like you're connected. Another thing that we've really set in place in our marriage is that as soon as we are, like, annoyed or I don't know. Like, as soon as we have a problem, we talk about it, like, immediately. Like, we don't hold it in because we both know that if we do, it's going to turn out into an explosion. And, yeah. I'm, like, a major problem of, like, all of our past fights. But we haven't had any arguments since I've been, on my anxiety and depression medication. So, that was a major part of it because I would just like flip out over nothing. So
Since I had a drugger.
he says since he had to drug me. Yeah. So I'm trying not to have a distraction. That's why I'm doing my weekly video here. But yeah, Michael's still here. So I'm never really by myself. So he's skipping through the hotel room, drinking a beer. He's drinking a beer at like, it's early. And he ate spicy chicken balls for breakfast. It was really disgusting. I told him to go down because they had like all kinds of just like delicious things, and I got like a banana and oatmeal, and he's like eating disgusting things. But anyways, that's his choice. So, I don't even remember where I was at with this.
We never had an argument.
Oh, yeah, he says we haven't had an argument. So, that's another thing that's really important is just to make sure you're on the same page. Like if we have anything come up, like sometimes like I know people say don't like solve an agreement over text messages, but like sometimes like we're not gonna harbor and like steam on it like all day. Like we're gonna get over it. We're gonna like text about it. Like we're gonna come up with a solution. Like it's gonna work out. And like I am a really strong opinionated person, and like Mike can be sometimes too. Like so we both pretty much like let the other one, like if they're really strong on something, we let them like quote unquote win, I guess. But you know, we both know that like when one of us takes a stand, like we're not gonna back down. Like literally I got this job offer yesterday and I was like super stoked about it, I'm not gonna lie. It was to teach a PIO class, 3 classes a week. I was really excited about it. Talked to Mike about it at dinner last night. He was like, no. So I was pretty disappointed, but you know, after thinking about it, he's right. Like all his points were valid because I am really busy. I do have a lot on my plate. I have a lot going on. And with my time management, I do need to spend time with my animals, with my kids, with Mike. So with my friends, with my challengers, I'm trying to do more things in the community with 5Ks and such, to support those causes and to try to get my teammates out there in the community and just doing stuff like that. So I don't really have the time to do it, honestly, but I really wanted to because I felt it was going to be awesome and I would have found the time to do it, but Mike's like, no, you have too much on your plate, like, you're not doing it, you're not home enough already, and, like, I understand. I'm, like, a workaholic, like, I am a go, 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 go person. I need to take time to relax and rest and stuff like that. So I will be making another video one of these days, letting you guys know about just some of the things that I do to relax and take time out and how important that is. I've just realized that like in the last year or two, so I don't know. But anyways, the key to successful marriage is communication, which is the key to every relationship. It's also spending time with each other, you know. A lot of times people have kids, and once they have kids, like the kids are their entire life, and they don't spend time with their spouse anymore, and they just act like they don't have that marital relationship anymore, and they just, all their effort, time, and everything goes to the kids. And I do love spending time with my kids. I do a lot of stuff with my kids. But I also realize that it's very, very, very crucial to spend time with Mike. I mean, one of these days it's just going to be me and him, and if we don't know each other and we don't like to spend time with each other and hang out, like, that's going to suck. So, like, we need to keep working on that relationship. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go because I need to focus my time and energy on my husband. It's our 1-year anniversary. So everyone have a blessed week. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. If you have any questions, let me know about my video, comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. And have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.